Hi y'all, welcome back to Mattie's Kitchen. Today I'll be making y'all a special Christmas dish. You don't have to use turkey, that's up to you, but try this right here. It's kind of pricey a little bit because I have the chuck roast, this boneless. I also have some rosemary, and this is bay leaf, salt and pepper. Here's the melody potato, small melody potato, different types. And this is rainbow carrots, fresh garlic, and pearl onion. And here's a red wine that you use for cooking beef with. And here's my beef broth. And of course, I use a little bacon grease. This is bacon grease. I fried some bacon. This is the grease from the bacon. I'm gonna start off with a little salt on here. I'm gonna sprinkle salt. I'm not using anything but salt because I got all this other seasoning, and you really don't need all of that. Put a little salt on here. And then I'm gonna use some pepper, black pepper. Put it on here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna match the salt in here so it can go through here. Mash it in real good, y'all. So I'm using my gloves. Then I'm gonna turn it over. Just salt on here. Sorry about that. Paper. Okay. Pepper in here. Sprinkle it all over. And this would be good for, something different, because turkey, you just had turkey. You probably had a lot of leftovers. And you probably ate it a lot of different days. I know I did. I ate mine to Sunday. It was so good, yeah. And I hope y'all, if you want to cook some turkey, you can also cook some turkey. And what I'm going to do is, the first thing, I seasoned it with the salt and pepper, and I mashed it in. Now I'm going to take some bacon grease, and I'm going to pour it in here. I'm going to hold it up a little bit. I'm going to pour it in here. And let it, I'm gonna let it fry a little bit in here. Take and fry it in here a little bit, simmer it. Cut the stove on, and I'm gonna let that cook for a while till it brown a little bit. The bacon, you can use olive oil, and you can also use any kind of grease you want, just vegetable oil or olive oil. But to me, if you want the best flavor, use some bacon grease. That's the best flavor. So I'm gonna let that fry a little bit till it brown just a little bit. I'll be back in about 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes until it starts browning. Okay, I'm getting ready to turn this over. This is a heavy steak. That's how it looks right there. That looks good. Okay, turn that over. I'm going to let it fry on here. And while that's frying over there, I'm going to take and make me up some wine. Set this here. Some wine and some broth. This is beef broth. You see, that's for the type of meat. Although this is stew, beef stew. So I'm going to take this right here. Pour it in and put some in. It don't matter, because you don't use, you just throw it away. Now that's cooking. I'm going to pour some wine in here. This is cooking wine, red cooking wine for beef. Throw some of this in here. This is going to be good, honey. Okay, that's brown. Now, I don't have to turn this over no more. And this cooks, it takes about 2 to 3 hours to cook this. And this right here, I bought this at Publix. I love this meat, looks good, it's boneless. And you can use, I use roast chuck beef. You can use rump, and you can also use round. But if you want the best flavor, you use a chuck roast. It's the best flavor. Now you can use the other one. The round will be a little cheaper, the rump will be a little cheaper, but this makes the best roast. With your vegetables and stuff, this is the best to me. So while that's cooking enough. Cut the stove down a little bit. I'm going to stir this up really good. Right here. Put it over here. Like I said, this is wine and beef broth. This is good. Try this for you. I'm going to pour it over here and let it cook a little bit. Just pour it over here. And these are going to be the, I'm going to pour all of this because you're going to need, once it's cooked, you're going to need the gravy for your, the juice for your vegetables to cook too. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the fresh garlic I'm going to put it around it and let it cook. Just put it around it. Don't put it on top. Just put it around the food. Kind of do good. And this is not really old-fashioned. This is kind of modern. I normally cook. I said I'm going to try something that I know I can cook it. So I'm going to try instead of cooking everything old-fashioned. Because now we had roast, but I know it wasn't probably was round roast. And it also, I didn't put all of this in. I just put some carrots and potatoes in it. But now here's my onion. These are pearl onions. I like these better seasoned. I'll put this around it. Just around the stuff. And when it cooks, it's going to cook, you know, the flavor's going to go in it. Put it around your food. And some bay leaf in here. Some bay leaves in here. And this is going into the oven when I get through. And I'll put a little rosemary on it, just a little bit. Break it up. Should already cut it. You know, start if you want to cook this. Go to the stove. It might be cheaper now. The roast might be a little cheaper, so buy it and put it in your freezer and set it aside. Get your vegetables and stuff. Now, right now, this is all I'm gonna put in here. The other stuff is going on after it cooks. So what I got is the salt, the pepper, the rosemary, the bay leaves, the pearl onions, and the garlic, and I also have red wine, and I have beef broth. So I'm gonna put this. This is gonna cook for about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. You know, I'm gonna check it, and it takes about. You're gonna cook it. I'm gonna put a little pepper in here, just a little bit. And that's I don't need no more salt because that's just regular beef broth with salt, and it's not low sodium or anything, just classy and stuff. So I'm gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna cut the oven to about, let me see, bake. I'm gonna cut the oven to about 350. And I'm gonna let it cook. I'm gonna cover this up, put it in the oven. I'm gonna let this cook for about let this simmer for about 5 minutes, then I'm gonna put it in the oven, okay? This been simmering for about 2 or 3 minutes, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna wrap it up really good with some aluminum foil. I don't know, you know. I hear some people say you shouldn't use foil, but I've been using it all my life, so I'm going to continue using it because I want my food to cook, you know, cook real good, and this keeps the flavor in it. Like I said, I have the top to the pot, but I just like to use a little foil. Heavy duty. This is heavy duty. I'm gonna wrap. Okay. Put this on it. Wrap it really good. Yeah. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It was kind of quiet. We couldn't have people over, but it was quiet. And I'm going to put this top on it. I have already preheated the oven to 350. It's not that quiet, but it don't matter. Put this on it, and I'm going to set it in the stove, in the oven. And let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 hours until it's tender. Enough for the vegetables to go in. Okay? See y'all in about 2 to 3 hours. Okay, the steak, the chuck roast been cooking a long time. Look how good that look. It's tender. I might have let it cook. I like for mine to just fall off, and you know, you don't have to slice it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season my vegetables. Here's the vegetables that I'm gonna put on there. The rainbow carrots and the melody potatoes, different types of potatoes, melody. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little salt on it. Just a little bit. And put a little pepper on it. Okay. And here's some of the juice from the roast. Put this on it. Put this in it. The vegetables. I pulled some of the juice out of here. I did that off camera. And here's, I'm gonna put a little butter sauce in here. This is butter. Put a little butter in here. Okay. I had to get a spoon. So I'm gonna mix this together. And what the juice from the roast was wine, cooking wine, red cooking wine, and broth, beef broth. So I'm gonna put this around here and let these cook. And these are very small vegetables. They're not good. I had never seen rainbow carrots, different types of carrots and different types of potatoes. So I'm gonna put that in there. And I'm gonna put this around the roast. I'm gonna let this cook for about an hour till the vegetables get done. When they get done, and I also have some pearl onions. I'm gonna put this around here. Good, good. Make it look pretty good. And once the vegetable cooked, it'll be good to go. Let it cook. This is gonna be so good. You can look at that steak and see how that not the steak, that roast looks very well. Look good. And you don't have to use these potatoes. You can use any type of potatoes. Red potatoes, white potato. I just wanted to try this one. Let me put a little juice over here. And I'm gonna cover this up. This butter sauce and the red wine and the carrots and stuff, rainbow carrots and melony potatoes. I'm gonna put this around here. Once it's cooked, probably gonna take about an hour. And once it's cooked, put this back in the oven. Once it's cooked, it's probably gonna be so good because of the seasoning that I put on. I'm gonna wrap this back up and I'm gonna put it in the oven. Okay. Okay, y'all, here's a finishing touch. This is my chuck roast, pot roast. You can call it pot roast. You can, like I said, you don't have to use a chuck roast. You can also use rump and also round, but I prefer that. And here's these are the melony potatoes, and these here are the rainbow carrots. Different types of carrots. And it came out good. I really like how it tastes and I really like how it looks. This can be one of your Christmas meal. You know, you don't have to cook the turkey, but if you do decide to cook the turkey, make sure you tune to Mattie's Kitchen, where I got a delicious turkey I cooked. Fall off the bone turkey. I hope you enjoyed my presentation of my chuck roast. I also pot roast. I also want you all to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share it with somebody else. And may you have a Merry Christmas. And like I said, I'll be bringing some more recipes for Christmas. Thank you and have a good year.